I'm going to tell you all a little story, unusual manner. This style has been around for a long time, actually. We had a former president that used to tell stories in this style. Maybe some of you voted for him. Ronald Reagan? Yeah? No, that wasn't the guy. It was Abe Lincoln. Nobody? No, must all be Democrats. Anyway, this story was written by Archie Campbell from Hee Haw, and he's done this on Hee Haw numerous times. The name of the story is Rindercella. It goes like this. Once upon a time, in a far-off corn country, there lived a very beautiful girl named Rindercella. Rindercella lived with her muggly other and two sad blisters. Also in this same corn country, there lived a very prancing hinds. One day, the prancing hinds decided he was going to have a dancy fall, so he invited all the reaple for piles around, especially the pitch reaple. While Rindercella's muggly other and two sad blisters decided they was going to go to town to buy some dancy fesses to wear the dancy fall. But Rindercella couldn't go because all she had was some old ruddy days. So she just cat down and shrine. And while she was getting there shrine, there appeared before her her Gary Mudfather. And he touched her with his magic wand. There appeared before her a fig roach and 6 white sources to bring Rindercella to the Bancy Fall. But Rindercella, he said, you be home before midnight, or I will turn you into a pumpkin. So off to the ball she went. And when she got there, the prancing hens was waiting behind a wooden window. And the prancing hens and Rindercella fell in love. All at once, the mid-clock struck night, and Rindercella staced down the rares. And just as she beached the bottom, she slopped her gripper. Well, the next day, the prancing hens was looking all over this corn country for the beautiful girl that slopped her gripper. Finally, he came to Rindercella's house. He tried it on her muggly other. It fit and did. Then he tried it on her two siggly usters, and it fit and did. Then he tried it on Rindercella. It was exactly the sight rise. Well, Rindercella and the prancing hens were married and lived happily ever after. And the moral of the story is, if you want to go to a Bancy Fall, meet a prancing hens and lull and fuv, don't forget to slop your gripper. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one special thing for you tonight. We were able to secure an interview with that world-class jock. Oh, yeah. And he's going to tell you his personal story, and you're going to like this guy. He's good, so really give him an applause, because he's really a good guy. Moose Caboose.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special guest tonight. Our own Golden Vista's hero, NFL and CFL player. Let's give a big round of applause for Moose Caboose.
Thanks, folks. Glad to be here.
Yes.
Hi, Jackie.
So, hi, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm just fine. Can you tell these nice folks what you do to prepare for this fabulous dating?
Well, life is a lot like football, Jackie. There's 4 downs in football, and there's 4 downs in getting ready for the big date. My first down play, by the way, did I mention I never wore a helmet not once in all my years of football?
No, you didn't.
And not once in all my years of football did I ever wear a helmet.
Good, good. Well, that's great. So what's your first down?
First down play is I comb my hair. I usually take my hat off first. Not always. I gotta take a little water though. Sometimes it's unmanageable. These windy days. That's good. That's good. Yes. The monsoon's pretty early. Oh yeah, that feels nice. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I really like that apparently. And now I need a touch of hairspray to hold it in place in case things get a little bit wild.
Well, we lost the hairspray.
And we sure could use that hairspray.
Just use some of this.
It's under my, I think it's under my table over here, but anyway. Hairspray. All right, there's down number 1.
All right, now what's
Smooth,
next?
huh?
What is next?
Well, down 2. Second down, you gotta look smooth for the ladies, so I do a little shaving. So let me just grab my electric razor there.
Well, hey, wait. Don't you ladies like a smooth, really close shave? Yes? Okay, we'll take that away.
All right.
We need to make that razor real sharp, you know? Really sharp. So you get a nice, close shave.
That's very thoughtful. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, that's fine. That's probably sharp enough. I apparently want it dangerously sharp. Thank you.
Well, you can't get close enough with a dull razor.
Apparently not.
Oh, how about some shaving cream?
That's delightful.
Yeah.
You are a sweet girl. You watch these. Oh yeah. Yeah. Girls like that and some menthol up your nose. I think I'm okay. Yes.
Okay, you're very thorough.
Hi, Jackie. When did you get here? Oh.
So, is it true?
If I have hairy teeth. Oh, the Lord knows. Okay.
Is it true that you got 4 touchdowns in 1 single quarter?
That is absolutely correct, Jackie.
Oh, and what's the most dangerous thing that you've ever done?
Apparently shaving for this interview. Just wash my hands, can't do a thing with them.
What about a towel? You want
A towel would be great.
Okay, just be careful. It's a little warm.
And warm. Hot. Oh, that's hot. Sweet mama. That's hot. Oh! That was refreshing. Thank you.
So is that it?
No, there's 4 downs in life, as I mentioned, and there's 4 downs in dating. My 4th down is, my 3rd down is, now that I've shaved, I never wore a helmet, not once in all my years in the league. My 3rd down move is I gotta do a little touch of cologne to drive the ladies crazy.
That's right.
That ought to drive them insane. And I can no longer close my right eye. Yes, thank you.
So what's next?
Most of the menthol's gone. What's next? Well, after 3rd down comes 1, 2, 3, 4th down. My 4th down move is shine pearly whites. Got to have a fresh breath for the end of the day. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Got a little unphrased in my hands. That's how they move, kind of weird. Yeah. I never wore a helmet. Now what? Oh, you believe that?
I don't believe it. How about this?
That would be wonderful. Is that it? I hope to God it is. I mean, well, no. If you're gonna score, you gotta have the ball, Jake.
Oh, okay.
So if you could hand me that football there, I'd appreciate that.
Well, I'm going to throw it to you. You can catch, right?
I led the league in receiving 2 years in a row, Jackie. Of
Okay.
course I can.
All right, well, I'll throw with my left hand.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
You don't have to apologize, Jackie. That wasn't bad for a girl.
What did you just say?
Oh, I said that wasn't bad for a girl.
For a girl? Really? For a
Woman?
girl? Okay, I'm going to throw over here.
Wait. No, Jackie. You can just hand me the ball, Jackie.
Ready?
Okay. Oh! Touchdown! We'd like to thank you for being here, so I have a short reading I'd like to share with you, a message I'd like to send home with you, and then I'll bring out the cast and crew, and you can thank them, except for my wife. It's called Mayonnaise and Coffee, and the scene happened in a college classroom. The professor is standing behind the table, and his class is seated in front of him. He picks up a large jar and he fills it with golf balls. And he asks the class, do you think the jar is full? Yes, Dr. Smith, the jar is full. He takes some pebbles, pours them into the jar, and asks, see what happens when I put pebbles in the jar and shake it? Do you think the jar is full now? It's full now, Professor. Picking up a glass of sand, he pours that into the jar. See what happens when I pour the sand in and shake it? Now do you think the jar is full? Yes, it's completely full. Well, let's see what happens when I pour in this cup of coffee. He pours it into the jar. Do you agree that the jar is full? Yes, Professor, they all laugh. Now, class, I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. The golf balls are really important things. Your family, your children, your health, your friends, God. Things that if everything else were lost and only they remained, your life would still be full. Pebbles and other things are like your job, your house, your car. The sand is the small stuff. But if you put sand into the jar first, there's no room for pebbles or golf balls. That same is true of life. If you spend your time and energy on the small stuff, you'll never have room for the things that are important to you. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Play with your children. Get your medical checkups. Take your partner out to dinner. There's always time to clean the house and cut the grass. Take care of the golf balls first, the things that really matter. Set your priorities. The rest is just sand. One student raised her hand and said, what about the coffee? What does the coffee represent? I'm glad you asked. It goes to show, no matter how full your life is, there's always room for a cup of coffee with a friend. I'd like to introduce our cast to you.